Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this program, Moments with God. And day by day, I am becoming more convinced that you are becoming aware of the need for deepening of our spiritual life and being in closer contact with God, which I'm trying to do through these videos. And I will come back to this theme once again, very specially today because of the first reading. But let me begin by saying that I hope you're also sharing this video with others. And you see here in the background, there is a nice little house. Why I have come before this little cottage is because Jesus, after he left the synagogue, you saw me the other day, what looked like a synagogue, he entered the house of Simon Peter, yeah, Petrus. I think Simon Peter's house must have been something like this, a little cottage in surrounded with trees and greeneries and things like that. He entered there and found that Peter's mother-in-law was sick, and of course, as soon as he went there, I suppose being men, they expected the mother in law to serve them, I suppose. But more than that, Jesus was interested that she be well, not because he wanted to have a cup of tea or wine or something like that. No, he wanted her to be well. So he went and touched her, and immediately she got up and began to serve them. Serving was not the purpose, but to make her complete. As if you remember yesterday in the gospel, he had freed a man from possession of an evil spirit in the synagogue. Yeah, in Capernaum. Yeah, that is how he began his ministry. And in today's gospel, we also see that after he had cured mother in law of Petrus, then many people came to him to have his hands laid on them, and they also got cured. Many people came from all around, and including he freed them from the demons who, once freed, they started shouting, "We, Son of God, have mercy on us," and so on. So Jesus' mission began like that in a very simple way, very ordinary way. First, by getting in touch with people to free them and to make them cured or heal them. And that's how our spiritual life can also begin. As in the first reading, about which I referred to you in the beginning, Saint Paul says that now I do not speak to you as children of the Spirit. I am speaking to you as people of the flesh, he says. And I am going to feed you with milk, as children are fed with milk, because you are still infants in Jesus Christ, or in your faith in Jesus Christ. Or I might add, as I attempt every day to say, that in spiritual life we are still infant. At least I can say that for myself, and I know that quite a few of us are in search of spiritual life. So for all of us we can say, or for those of us we can say, yes, we are still being fed with milk. We are infants in Jesus. And Paul says, I am not feeding you with hard food, because you are still people of the flesh. Well, he had his own criteria. You know what his criteria was? Why he said people are still in the flesh? Very interesting. He says, because, simple thing, he said, because there is still jealousy amongst you, there is still rivalry amongst you. And that is the reason you are not yet in spirit. Because people who are led by the Spirit automatically get rid of these things. We may think we are led by the Spirit. We may think we are deep in our faith in Jesus Christ. We may think that we received the body and blood of Christ in the communion. We go to confession, we receive other sacraments. So we are already well established in our faith. Yes, You may be established in your faith, but what he is saying is that you are not yet led by the Spirit. Because Spirit led people, of course, they may still fall or slip into such minor things like jealousy, rivalry, greediness, covetousness, malice, avarice, those things that Jesus also spoke last Sunday in the gospel. But Jesus' attempt and that of Paul is to help us get rid of these things. And though I have not completely got rid of these things myself, I am also making an attempt. And that's why I am taking people along through these videos, that together we can go deeper into our spiritual self and examine ourselves where we lack God's Spirit and where we can do better. I am sure you will certainly go a step further, or try to go a step further in your spiritual life. And if you would like to subscribe to this channel, you may do it now. And I wish you all the very best. Thank you.